Hello my beautiful Style Squad angels, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and to anyone that is new here, hello, my name is Christy. I am a personal stylist that's been in the business for just over a decade now, and I am super excited to have you here. And today I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about the 5 most common mistakes that stylists, personal stylists, should avoid. Now, the reason I wanted to chat about this is, number one, this is something that I constantly talk to other personal stylists about because I do mentor and coach other stylists, and I offer a personal stylist training program, which is actually now open for registration. So if any of you want to take advantage and join this class, it's the last time it will be open this year. I will leave the link for it down below. The early bird pricing ends Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would love to have you. These are common things that I see transpire with other personal stylists. I've definitely been in some of these situations, and they're just things that I think that people learn along the way. So I wanted to provide some helpful tips in case you are someone that's in the industry. If you're thinking about becoming a personal stylist, just again, to have a little bit of a conversation on things that I feel should be avoided you're in business for yourself. The first mistake that I have seen personal stylists make, or that they should avoid anyway, is trying to stick their client in whatever is trendy. Now, of course, you always want your client to feel modern and look modern and current because that says something about their image and their message that they're putting out into the world. But you want to make sure that your shopping sessions aren't based solely around trends, because it's not something that will translate well for every single person. Everybody's style is so vastly different, which is such a beautiful thing when it comes to personal style. We don't all fit in a cookie cutter box, and it can be something that really doesn't serve your client well, or you as a stylist, when you're solely trying to stick someone in something because it's deemed hot or trendy for the moment. Trends are a beautiful thing if it's something that speaks to your client's personal style and it's a way to upgrade their style in a way that will make them feel more playful or edgy for their style. But again, if it's something that doesn't really resonate with who they are as an individual, if it doesn't work for some of their personal messaging, don't try and put them in it just because the market is saying that they need to wear it this current season. I've gone into so many change rooms with my clients before and have overheard just in stores, stylists sometimes give the advice of, oh yeah, honey, like you have to wear that. It's so hot right now. Like everyone needs to have a pair of this in their closet. While that can be personal opinion, and I don't want to put down anybody that's styling somebody in store, again, you really want to get a sense for who you're talking to, whether that actually works for them, what they're looking at that piece for, and whether it really genuinely needs to be something they purchase or not. Doing this will just make sure that you're getting the most authentic transformation for your client, that you're really listening to what they want and what speaks to them as an individual. It's not about you as the stylist, it's about your client and what they want to see when they look in the mirror. The more you can advocate for your client and create a style that really authentically fits who they are as an individual and create key messaging that really suits their life, the better your transaction and service will go. The next mistake to avoid as a personal stylist, and this is more for those that are new to the industry, and that is thinking that this job is a trip to the mall. Now, while you are in the fashion industry, which is super exciting, this is a fabulous, creative industry that's filled with a lot of fun and filled with, energetic, wonderful people that you get the honor of working with. This is also a business, and you are now in the entrepreneurial world. It is so important to take your job seriously. While you do get to go to boutiques and you get to experience the fashion side, like fashion weeks, or you get to go to exclusive media previews, or you get to go to the mall and have the ability to dress somebody as your job. Your job is so much more than that as well. It's so important to learn how to run a business, really, deep dive into the entrepreneurial world and learn how to create a business, because it is a business that you love and that can sustain you full time. I always tell people that if you're looking to just do something where it's a trip to the mall and you don't have to do anything else, then do not get into this field. And there are so many different levels to personal styling and how to run a business that I think it's really important to know in order to be successful and in order to make this something that you can sustain as a career. So before you dive into this industry, and I really think it is a fabulous job, make sure you check in with yourself and ask if you are ready to be an entrepreneur. It is so exciting. Best job ever out there, honestly. But it does have a roller coaster of things involved in it, and it is so important to brace yourself for that in the best way possible so that you know what you're getting into when you enter this field. The third mistake, did I say 3? That's 4. Third mistake you want to avoid as a personal stylist is not charging enough. Now, I find this element especially common with female entrepreneurs. I could do videos upon videos about this topic, and it is something that I personally struggled with for the longest time as well. But you want to make sure you charge enough for your services. Just because you play with clothing and you have that creative juice to create beautiful outfits that look fabulous on people does not mean your skill and talent doesn't need to be charged for. And I started out in this business, I was so frustrated because I was working 24/7. And I mean, I still work a lot, but I was working so hard, and I didn't understand why I felt broke at the time. And I remember it was actually my dad that had said to me at one point, which was a bit brutal, but it was what I needed. He said, "You don't have a job, you have a hobby." And it was because I was running around like crazy serving people, which made me so happy, but I wasn't charging enough for what I did. You have to remember, as a stylist, your skill is valuable. You are helping people feel better about themselves. You are educating them about their bodies. This is a lifelong skill that they can use in their shopping and in their closet for the rest of their life. That needs to be charged for. Don't undercut yourself. Make sure that you are charging your worth for the time that you spend on paperwork for your clients, at the time you spend driving around and sourcing things, for the time you spend actually with them as well. That is all worthy of your fee. Undercharging will just leave you stressed out and resentful of the people you serve, which is not what you want. It will make you burn out, and it really changes the industry standards when a lot of people do this, and it's not a sustainable thing. So always make sure you charge your worth. The fourth mistake you want to avoid as a stylist is not owning your craft. This is something I am such a big believer in. I really think it's important in any career field, whether it's styling or anywhere else, to get training in what your job is. There are so many beautiful mentors and coaches and programs out there to show you how to navigate your industry, to teach you the things that that person or that teacher may have gone through in order to thrive in the industry you're looking for. Styling, I especially think this is important because it is so amazing to explain to your clients why or why not something works for them, to be able to explain the design elements, to be able to show them why something is or is not working, to be able to break down fashion in a way that makes sense to them, that they can duplicate on their own in their closet confidently and feel like they are really truly elevating in their style. I always look at my services as almost an educational opportunity with my clients. I mean, they're definitely a ton of fun. We have a blast, but I really like to show my clients why certain things work for them, why certain cuts work for them, why certain colors work, why certain fabrics work for them, why certain scales of things work for them or not, because it gives them more information. And I always think that knowledge equals power. The more clarity you have around something, the more confident you will become. And that is exactly how I want my clients to feel about the style that we're creating for them. And you as a stylist as well, the more you own your craft, the more you really know those design elements, the more you really know the way that the eyes break things down and how they focus on things and how buttons and prints and all these little nuances can change the way someone looks. The more powerful you're going to be in your messaging because you know your stuff. You'll be able to translate that and communicate it to your clients in a way that they understand and will trust, therefore, in your abilities. So even after you've had training, which I strongly recommend if you haven't done it, continue learning. never stop learning. Stay interested. Go to classes. Go to seminars. Stay curious. See what you can absorb. Learning new things is never bad and will always enhance your skill as a personal stylist. Then the fifth mistake to avoid as a personal stylist is to feel shy about marketing yourself. This is something that took me such a long time to wrap my head around, and I think it came with time with being in this industry. And I think a lot of people oftentimes feel icky about marketing themselves or just about talking about what it is that they do for a job, what they do for a living. And you know what? Now I feel so powerful about it. I feel so happy to talk about what I do. I am so happy to try and get other people in my world, whether it's other stylists that want mentorship or coaching, or they want training, or clients that want to work with me, or people that are in my community that just want some free information and tips. It's never bad to talk about what you do. This is how you make a living. Everybody needs to make a living. Ain't no shame in the game. You want to get into a career to hopefully be successful, to share your gift, because it is a gift. All of us have different gifts. Your gift may be personal styling, and if it is, what a blessing to be able to make other people feel good, to make them feel powerful in their jobs, to make them feel confident, to help them step into that next level self. Why on earth should you feel badly about talking about that? You have to get behind your services and be willing to talk about what it is that you do, or you will never be able to grow your business. Just because you open a website, for example, doesn't mean people are going to instantaneously find you all of a sudden and you're just going to go viral and everybody's going to want to book you. That is not how it happens. You really have to be okay with talking about who you are, what you do, and getting your name out into the world so that you can help serve people, which is why you got into this business in the first place. If any of you are looking to get into the personal stylist field, or if you're just looking to up your game in the personal stylist field, the registration for my personal stylist training is currently open. The registration closes on August the 30th. I will leave the link for it down below in case you want to check it out. I would be so honored to have you. Classes begin September 9th. It is completely online, but you get access to me during this time so we can chat business, chat about the industry. I can help teach you. You have access to the course materials forever. So you can log in and marinate on it as much as you want. And yes, I would be very honored to have you join. So the link is down below. Anyway, my Style Squad Angels, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that little red subscribe button down below. And other than that, my angels, I love you to the moon and back, and I will see you again in the next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.